Oh my god. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be featuring not one but two awesome Grandmaster decks. I wanted to do these in two separate videos, but you know what? This time I'm going to feature not one but two decks, and we're going to just show a couple of the successful games that we had so that you can kind of get a rhythm of understanding them. I'm going to take a little bit of a second though to kind of explain the goals with the deck. One of these decks that I'm going to be featuring is kind of big brain in the sense that it's going to use the Grandmaster in a lot of different scenarios, but they're all great. The first deck though I'm going to feature is basically a Darkhawk and Ronan deck. But before I go ahead and I teach you guys how to pilot these things, I'm going to just simply ask if you guys can please don't forget to like and subscribe, as I work very hard to bring you everyday daily Marvel Snap content. And yeah, so with that being said, let's go ahead and let's talk about the first one. I'm calling this one Masters of Hand. Basically, this is a pretty straightforward Darkhawk and Ronan deck. The premise of this deck is so that you can basically kind of fill your opponent's hand with a lot of things that they normally don't want to use. And to be honest, I actually had a lot of success with this one in particular. One card that really stood out was actually in this deck was Master Mold. Master Mold has been a card for some time that has just not really seen a whole lot of attention. And well, I have to say, Master Mold on a turn 2 into a Grandmaster, putting 4 Sentinels in their hands. Sometimes people skip their turns 1 and 2. And this alone allows you to just fill their hand with a lot of nonsense. Now, keep in mind, this deck is got a lot of things going for it. You have your Korg, Rockslide, and Black Widow. These cards already on their own are really early on, and you can pretty much play Grandmaster behind any one of these 3 to 4 cards really early on, and it allows you to really benefit and do additional card effects. The thing with Grandmaster though is that you really want to do is you really want to play him on the left and right lanes to really trigger those effects and put these cards like Master Mold and Korg or Rockslide back into the middle lane and reactivate those abilities. And sometimes even Black Widow. Black Widow not allowing them to draw them for 2 turns is really, really huge. I mean, if they recover from a Master Mold, the Black Widow is just going to hinder them. The thing is about this is that normally Black Widow actually isn't good for Ronan the Accuser. But in this case, it's actually not that bad because you still get a lot of power now with him, even though, after his last update, he got a big buff. So having 1 or 2 cards not in their hand isn't the worst thing to have happen. Keep in mind, the Shang-Chi in this deck is actually a filler card. If you want, you can put Enchantress, maybe a Cosmo. We did run Cosmo, but it didn't really work as well as we had liked it to, because when we put Master Mold into effect, they would essentially, they would use our Cosmo to our benefit, or to their benefit. So keep in mind, if you want to use Cosmo, just try to not allow them to use the Sentinels behind your Cosmo. Some of the really other cool combos that you can do is you have Darkhawk, Mystique, and Ronan. You also have Zabu and Sarah. This is the cream of the crop. Zabu and Sarah in this deck is just so absolutely great because everything in your deck is going to be very, very, very cheap and affordable. And you're just going to have a lot to work with. I mean, the fact that you're already getting reoccurring card effects like Master Mold, Rockslide, and Korg, you're going to have a really consistent Darkhawk and a really consistent Ronan. And sometimes you can even get the Iron Lad to just absolutely put the cherry on top of the cake and allow you to really hit the additional cards that you really need to hit. So this deck was actually really good. I was really happy with it. Cards that you can fill out or take out if you want. You can do Korg. You can take him out and put Spider-Ham if you want. If you want to take out Black Widow and maybe put a Baron Mordo, it's not that bad. You can, really mess up their hand. You'll still get the same power output as you would with Black Widow with Baron Mordo. Shang-Chi is a really good card, but you can fill him out for any kind of tech you want. I just found Shang-Chi was really really helpful in this deck because just being able to counter things like Blob and other cards is always really helpful. So, with that being said, definitely try this one out. This one was a huge success for me. Next on our list, we have the other deck. This is a Lockjaw brew. Now, keep in mind, at first glance, this is a pretty straightforward Lockjaw build, but there is some really cool synergy that Grandmaster can really offer to this deck. We've gone ahead and put in Leader, Doctor Doom, Odin, and Magneto in this deck. You know, 4 really good synergizing 6-cost cards that if Lockjaw is in play and he pulls out one of these cards, you can use the Grandmaster to essentially put into Lockjaw and still re-trigger some of these effects, like getting 2 extra bots on your field, or getting an Odin play to put, a card like Grandmaster, or to reactivate the Grandmaster so that Odin gets put to the middle. If, say, for instance, you have a Thor or a Jubilee, you can reactivate cards like Jubilee. I even had a game where I did so well, where I put, basically on turn 5, I put a Grandmaster in a Jubilee lane and a Lockjaw and Wasp in their own separate lane. We were trying to hit the Jubilee, but it ended up hitting Doctor Doom, and it just put out so much power that the opponent just couldn't handle it. So either choice wasn't even wrong. The other cool thing that you can do in this deck is that you can use the Thor Grandmaster and Jane Foster combo. One thing you can do is you can go for Thor, hit the Grandmaster on Thor on turn 4, and then you can basically play Jane Foster on turn 5, and you basically have some really nice, really cool tools, like basically you can, cycle the Grandmaster or Lockjaw into the field. You can play the additional, Mjolnirs on the map, getting that Thor really nice, juicy, and big. On top of that, you're going to have the Odin to re-affect those things. And this deck just worked really well. I did put Psylocke in this deck at one point, but I'm going to be honest, I really didn't see a use for her. If you want to take her out, you can feel free to put anything you want in this. You could put a Dracula. You can maybe put in, Kyra, or just any kind of tech card that you think is going to be really helpful. Maybe a Goose. Goose could really help out. Maybe something really early. A Sunspot wouldn't be too bad, or even a Nebula. But with that being said, this is the second deck I used. I'm going to showcase some games, and I hope you guys really enjoy the content today. I'm going to be just pumping out a lot of videos featuring Grandmaster, as I have so many different and unique, awesome ideas that I'm really excited to showcase. I'm going to try my best to not watch other content creators' videos, so that every video that we brew is going to be one that we brew on our own. And hopefully we hit the mark with some of these. So with that being said, if you guys can, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into the video. I may have built the best Lockjaw deck. Oh my god. What's up, Gio? Echo? That's cool. Cool. Pretty good. I know some of these words. Oh ho ho ho. I like that too. We'll play Kyra. I might not just use her, honestly, because I don't know. She just may not be as good. Alright, this is what we're talking about. We'll do that. Okay.
Yo, this is pretty solid. Let's try this. Okay. We'll do that, and that. And we'll honestly just, if we get Doom, we're going to get an additional card. If we don't get Doom, we get Jubilee, we'll still get an additional card in the middle. This is solid. I like this. Oh my god. Jeez. That's pretty good. Dude, I like this. What did I make? Yo, Matea, an MVP. How's Grant? You just saw. Turn 5 allows you to actually pop out a Jubilee and a Lockjaw in the same turn. What, man? Any day now. All that to play that one card. Okay. I'll retake this. My god. That's pretty good. A Jessica Jones? This is funny. I'll still get that buff that he gets. I want to pull off some Grandmaster with this, though. But I'm getting that first day
syndrome where you don't get to see cards for a couple days, you know?
First day syndrome. New card syndrome. The one thing I hate about Dan hit variants is that they're so good, I feel bad inking them. Bro, what do you mean? Look at this. Look how good that is. It's so good. Sky. Make things cheaper. Okay. Oh no. At least we still have the Zabu. Still, at least we still have our Zabu. Okay. That's funny. This is even funnier. Dude. Wow. Do we win? Or do we, is it a tie? It's a tie, right?
Wow. Impressive.
This guy's gonna retreat. And we're going to laugh.
I am Iron Man.
Playing Cerebro 3. What's up, Brody? Order. Okay.
I am Iron Man.
So it's not Cerebro 3. That's hilarious. It was a 50-50 and we called correct. That's hilarious. We almost went right. Dined loser. Okay, we'll do that. Dude, this is gonna pop off. That sucks though. He got rid of them. What if you played Moon Knight and Samurai to get rid of their cards in their hand and fill it with Sentinel? That's kind of hard to pull off, to be honest. That's like a lot. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, my dude. He still managed to pull that thing off. That's crazy. Alright, so we can just do this. So we'll win with this, and then we'll do that. Do that and that. Not really a lot of power though, so do that. He can't win the right because he's either if he plays something like, you know, Doctor, what is it, Ghost Rider, it's irrelevant. That's fine. I think we win. Go. Did you see that person who had...
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. If you guys can, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.